Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my July book haul. First of all, apologies for my general overall appearance. I was supposed to have soccer training tonight, but only 5 of us turned up and it was really cold, and so we all just basically decided that we'd rather go home. So that's what we did. So I am taking this opportunity while I've got some extra time that I didn't expect to have to film my July book haul. As always, I will start off with the library books that I picked up during the month of July. I picked up 7 books during the month of July from the library, which is not good. It's not as bad as it has been, but it's probably a few more than I would like to have ended up picking up. But let's jump straight in and talk about those library books. The first book I picked up from the library is The Overlook by Michael Connolly. This is the 13th book in the Harry Bosch series. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, then you know that this is a series that I've been reading for quite some time. I'm excited to get to this one because in the 12th book, Bosch made some decisions that I don't necessarily agree with. So I'm really interested to see kind of if he's going to continue down that path or if things are going to change. So I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. Next, I picked up Silver Shadows by Rochelle Mead. This is the 5th book in the Bloodline series. I'm excited to get to this one as well because at the end of the 4th book, like, shit really started to go down, and I'm really interested to see kind of where it's going to go from here. So I'm excited to get to this one too because I have been really enjoying this series. Next from the library, I picked up The Pearl Thief by Elizabeth Bine. Elizabeth Bine is the author of Codename Verity and Rose Under Fire, both of which I really enjoyed, and I've had this on hold for a really long time, and it finally came in. And this is the 3rd book in that series, but I believe that this is a prequel from what I understand. I believe this follows one of the characters from Codename Verity, but set before the events of Codename Verity. So I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, but I really did enjoy both Codename Verity and Rose Under Fire, so I am interested in this and hoping that I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed those two. Next, I picked up A School for Unusual Girls by Kathleen Baldwin. So this is the 1st book in the Strange House series, I believe it's called, and I don't know too much about this, and I haven't heard that much about it, to be honest. This follows a girl, I believe this is set in 1814. I think it might be set in either France or England, and it's set at a school that, I think it's a small school, like I don't think there's too many students. I think it said on here that there's like, 5 young ladies, and they're being trained to be spies and such during the, I believe, the French and British War. I don't really know too much. Like, it's called A Strange House, like, and the school's A School for Unusual Girls. So I don't know if that means that they're going to have powers or if it's just they're unusual because obviously for the time being spies and such was not usual. So yeah, I haven't really heard that much about this, but this is one of the books that I need to read as being one of the books that I marked as to read on Goodreads like a really long time ago. So I'm hoping that I really enjoy this. As I said, it's the 1st book in a series, but I'm not sure how many books there are, but if I enjoy this, then I'll definitely continue on. Next, I picked up A Dog's Journey by W. Bruce Cameron. This is the sequel to A Dog's Purpose, which I read during Booktubeathon, and I absolutely adored. I believe this follows, I think it might be more lives of the same dog, but I really did love that book, and so I'm hoping that I enjoy this one anywhere near as much. Next, I picked up Saga Volume 7 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I'm really excited to get to this. I've been loving this series. The last volume, Volume 6, wasn't my favorite. It's the first one that I didn't give a full 5 stars, but I think that had a little bit to do with how much time had elapsed between reading Volume 5 and Volume 6, and it hasn't been a super long time since I read Volume 6, and I was really, like, shocked. Like, I was really into the ending of Volume 6, so I'm really looking forward to seeing where Volume 7 goes. And the final book that I picked up from the library this month is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. So this is the next classic that I'm planning to try, and I'm a little bit intimidated by this, I'm not going to lie. Everyone that I follow on Goodreads who's read this has given it a really low rating, and I didn't know whether I was even going to bother reading it, but I do like to try different classics and different like classics authors, and I've never read anything by Joseph Conrad. This is his most famous work as far as I know, and so I did want to give it a go, and it's really short. So when I saw how short it was, I was like, oh, it's not going to take me too long to read probably. Like, this is literally 111 pages, so I can get through this pretty quickly, and even if I don't enjoy it, I'll at least be able to say that I've read it and know about it. I actually don't really know what this is about. I've read the synopsis like a million times, like over the years and recently, and it's one of those synopses that as soon as I read it, it basically falls out of my head and I don't remember anything that I read. So I have no idea what it's about, but Hopefully I enjoy it more than everyone else I follow on Goodreads did, but we'll see. So those are all of the books that I picked up from the library. Now we'll move into the books that I purchased for myself. This is a few more books than I normally pick up. That's mainly just due to that I had some things that I purchased for myself on my birthday that kind of hadn't come in June, that now came in July. And that is the case with this first item that I have, and I'm really excited about it, and that is the box set of the Lock and Key graphic novels by Gabrielle Rodriguez and Joe Hill. I have read this entire series and I absolutely loved it. It's probably my favorite. Saga's pretty up there as well, but I did really, really love Lock and Key as well. And I have had this on my wish list. I'm sorry, this is so heavy. I've had this on my wish list on Book Depository for like a really, really, really long time. It was on just kind of my wish list. It was like my one day, like maybe I'll buy it wish list. And I saw that it was a little bit cheaper than it normally was. And then I also had a 10% off or something code, or a 15% off code to use on Book Depository, and so I decided that if I used that, and with it already being a bit cheaper, I would see what it worked out to. And it worked out that each volume cost me about, like, it was about $15 per volume, which sounds like a lot, but the individual volumes are like $25 each on Book Depository, so I do think I got a pretty good deal, and I love that it's in this really nice hard box set. I will pull the volumes out just so you can see. So we have Volume 1, Welcome to Lovecraft, Volume 2, Alpha and Omega, Volume 3, Clockworks, Volume 4, Keys to the Kingdom, Volume 5, Crown of Shadows, and Volume 6, Head Games. So, as I said, I'm really excited to just own this because I really did love this series. I actually think that I'm going to lend this to my brother because I think that he would really enjoy this series. I don't think he's read any graphic novels before, but I could see him really enjoying this. But yeah, I'm just really excited, and I was happy to splurge on something exciting for my birthday. Next, we have a book that I actually talked about in my June/birthday book haul, and that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling, the Hufflepuff hardcover edition for the 20th anniversary. As I mentioned in that video, I actually won this in a giveaway, and I was so, so excited. I could pick any of the editions that I want, and I went with the hardback Hufflepuff edition, and then I purchased for myself the paperback edition, so I have both the hardcover and paperback of the Hufflepuff editions. It has, of course, the yellow and black striped edging with the yellow on the top and the bottom, and it's so beautiful. Actually, I haven't looked at what this looks like naked. Oh, it's nothing too exciting. It's just the black, and it's got the yellow or gold writing on it. So I'm just really, really excited to have this because I'm a pretty proud Hufflepuff, and I'm excited to own both the hardcover and paperback of these. Next, we have the 3 books from my usual monthly Book Depository order. The first of those is Fire Study by Maria V. Schneider. This is the 3rd book in this series. Now, I have a bit of a saga with this one with Book Depository. I own 2 of the other books in this series in the different covers. I'll put a picture of the covers on the screen somewhere for you to see, and I ordered this in the matching cover, and then this is the cover obviously that arrived, and I wasn't very happy about it, and I did contact Book Depository, and after kind of going back and forth, at first they just said that the publishers sometimes change the covers, and, you know, they can't always keep the cover on the website up to date, and, you know, that's that. And I responded and was like, well, I don't really believe that, because this cover is pictured on your website. It's just not the one that I ordered. And I said to them that I'd purchased it to match a series and that it did not match, and that I was, like, you know, annoyed about it. And they ended up responding and said that I could return the book to them and they would give me a refund. And I responded and said basically that the cost of me posting this back to the UK would not be worth the cost that I would get in the refund. And then they responded again and said that they would either give me a refund on the book or I could have another copy sent to me. And I asked that if I had another copy sent to me, would it be the cover that I ordered? And he said that he couldn't guarantee that. So I, in the end, asked for a refund. So I did get a refund, and I do still have the book. So basically I got this for free, which is really great. I am still a little ticked off that it doesn't match, because now I'm like, well, do I risk purchasing it again in that cover that I want to match, or do I just accept that they don't match? I haven't really decided, but I do have this book that was a really long-winded story, but I do have now Fire Study by Maria V. Schneider. The next book that I have is To the Edge of Shadows by Joanne Graham. This is one that I've already read, that I had from NetGalley, I believe, and I really, really loved, and so I wanted to purchase a physical copy of it to support the author. This is a psychological thriller. that I really, really loved. I highly recommend checking out because I personally really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to have my own copy of it. Next, I purchased End of Days by Susan E. I purchased this one. This had been on my wish list for a really long time, and I own the first 2 books, but I didn't own this third final one, and this is a series that I plan to get to this year, so I'm glad that I finally have this one so that I can read the whole trilogy. So I do also have 2 more books to show you. I also received a gift card from my sister for my birthday to QBD. And so I went on the website and I basically just looked through all of the books that were on my book depository wish list and had a look at them on QBD, and anything that was cheaper on QBD than what it was on book depository I put into my cart. And there were 3 books. I only have 2 of them here. One of them I didn't realize, but it turns out was a pre-order, and the book's not released until the 21st of August. And they said they'll give it to me as soon as close to that date as possible. So hopefully that will be in either my August, if not September, but hopefully my August book haul. But I do have the other 2 books that I ordered. First off, we have Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. This is the 2nd book in the Remnant Chronicles. I was like, what's this series called? In the Remnant Chronicles. I own the 1st book, and I've been really wanting to read that for a really long time, so I now have the 2nd one. And I also purchased Avenged by Amy Tintera. I have the 1st book of this that I got one of my secondhand book sprees, and so this was cheaper, as I said, on QBD. This cover doesn't match, but sometimes you just have to accept that. It would have cost me a lot probably to get the cover that matches, because for some reason that cover seems to be more expensive. So I know I said about the matching covers. I do try to get matching covers. It's not like the be all end all to me, but it is annoying when I purposely purchase a matching cover and then that's not what comes. That's kind of what ticks me off, to be honest. But anyway, so I now do have this. I believe this is going to be a trilogy as well, so I believe there's a 3rd book to come out, and this is quite a recent publication, but I probably won't get to it till forever, so let's be honest. So I will probably have the 3rd book by the time I get around to this. So those are all of the books that I purchased in the month of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books, if you've purchased any of these books, if you have any thoughts at all. I would love to chat down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys!